How bad is the glare in my glasses? Hold on. Let me do this. That makes no difference. There's gonna be a glare, I'm sorry. A fun little fact about me is that I grew up in Orlando, Florida. And I didn't realize until I moved out of Florida for the first time how unique an experience that is. My whole life I was surrounded by theme park actors, and I had the privilege of going to Disney and Universal for free more times than I can count. My high school was literally across the street from Universal Studios. After my friends and I took the PSAT, we all walked to City Walk and got Cinnabon. It was fucking lit. Since living in a tourist hub has always been a part of my life, I've really taken for granted the novelty that is going to an immersive theme park full of all your favorite characters, or staying in a hotel that was specifically designed to give you a fairy tale experience. I forget that people save up for weeks, months, and even years to travel to this swamp-ass armpit part of the country and have a magical moment. Such is the case for Jen and Joe on the Go, a creator couple that documents their travels to Orlando and all that this fine city has to offer. They've got a YouTube channel, Instagram, and TikTok showcasing their vacations and, most importantly, their hard-hitting opinions. It's mostly Jen that posts on TikTok, and she is going to be the focus of this video today because her content really takes you on a journey. But before we get into her main controversy, I'd like to walk you through a little bit of a smaller one. I call this the Gaylord Palms saga.
I think the Gaylord Palms in Kissimmee, Florida is quite possibly the best resort in all of Central Florida. I'm not kidding.
I have never seen a more succinct yet effective review in my entire life. It has everything: the confidence in which she said that, the millennial pause before she spoke, the slow pan showcasing the atrium behind her. It's gold. It's perfect. I mean, shit, I'm about to drive my ass down to the Gaylord Palms, and I'm not kidding. She then follows up that video with this viral banger solidifying her views.
I think the Gaylord Palms in Kissimmee, Florida is quite possibly the best resort in all of Central Florida. I'm not kidding. Again.
This is very much giving Moira Rose vibes, and I really do appreciate that. And we're getting a little cheeky with that wink at the end. It almost makes me question if you're joking.
I'm not kidding.
Oh.
Again.
Alright, I stand corrected. So this video kind of blew her up, but just 3 days later, she posted this.
Okay, so I'm the girl who had nothing but praise for the Gaylord Palms. Remember me?
Immediately, sinister vibes. Like, if I was still a barista and I was working and this woman walked up to me looking like that, I would run for my life.
The Gaylord Palms is quite possibly the best resort in all of Central Florida. Well, you know what? I'm taking it back. We didn't get our room cleaned today. They didn't make the bed. There are crumbs on the floor. Look, one here and one here. And I'm gonna say, those were here when we got to the room yesterday. They didn't even vacuum. It's disgusting. I think I even stepped on a dried booger. They didn't clean our bathroom. Go look at the bathroom. It's disgusting. So I'm taking it back. You know what? The Gaylord Palms doesn't even come close to being the best resort in all of Central Florida. But you know what is? All the Disney hotels. You get what you paid for. Disney's the best. Gaylord Palms, don't stay here.
Wow, what a scathing review. So we are doing a complete 180 now on the Gaylord Palms, and Jen is pissed. I will say that it is kind of interesting to point out 2 crumbs on the floor and a mess that you made in your bathroom and call it disgusting. The Gaylord Palms is a 4-star hotel, and one night will run you about $300 there, so I understand being a little pissed if the housekeeping is not like up to snuff, especially if you're paying that much. But like, I don't know, you could just like pick the towels up. I don't know, I don't stay in hotels that often, but like, I don't know how often they clean them, but I don't know, it seems like you could pick up a little bit. However, this comment got people really fucking heated. What do you think the consequences of ICE is? They got rid of all the immigrant ladies who were the housekeepers who kept these hotels in Orlando spotless. Now that they're all gone, it is so difficult to find anyone who wants to work as a maid for these giant hotels because the pay is so low, so sometimes these hotels skip cleaning rooms unless you requested. I work at the Orlando Hilton, so I know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay. There's a lot to break down in there. It's giving...
Then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that...
Like, right energy, fuck ice, but also maybe we shouldn't be okay with the system that pays those jobs so poorly in the first place. This comment also confused a lot of people because coincidentally, the Gaylord Palms has an event called ICE. So people thought that this winter wonderland event was somehow deporting their staff. Like, the ice sculptures popped off so much they turned xenophobic. Jen then follows up that scathing review with some more details.
Hi everyone, I'm the Gaylord Palms girl, and I'm going to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you don't want to hear my truth, scroll on by, skip this video. We checked in, the room was ready. We went up to the room, it was filthy. We spent 11 trips going to either the front desk, talking to a manager, even the head of housekeeping called us. Nothing was resolved. The Gaylord Palms also charged us double for parking. They charged us every night for self-parking and valet parking. So that was another issue. The third and final straw was we had a whole debacle with our ice tickets. The whole reason for staying at the Gaylord Palms, we never got to see ice and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And that was another trip to the front desk to talk to a manager to get a refund because the manager at ICE refused to meet with us.
Okay, so it's definitely sounding like all of this was a headache to get all of these things sorted out. But we're also speaking really vaguely, especially regarding this whole ticket situation. People in the comments were also confused. Why could you not see ICE if you were there for several days? Did you sign up for the wrong date? There was an issue with the dating on our ticket. Still, that doesn't really tell us anything. I mean, Jen, I want to be on your side, but I just need some more information because I'll be honest, that explanation kind of sounds like what I would say if I didn't want to admit that I bought tickets for the wrong day. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. I just need some more details, girl. But we will never get that because now it is time to get to the main controversy and the reason I'm making this video.
This is what happens when Disney starts checking to see if guests are actually staying at their resorts.
So a little context here, Disney has a shit ton of resorts, and there used to be a bus that takes you from Disney Springs, the like outside shopping mall place at Disney property, to the resorts for free. But in late June, the resort began limiting access to free resort transportation at its Disney Springs shopping, dining, and entertainment complex. Now only guests with stays or experiences booked at Disney resort hotels may take Disney buses and boats to them from Disney Springs. This move makes it a lot harder for people to resort hop, which is basically just going from one resort to another, getting drinks, going shopping, stuff like that. And people have a lot of strong opinions about this. So glad the come with me to Disney for free videos will stop. And it's just them using the hotel amenities they didn't pay for. Would you walk into a Holiday Inn and help yourself to breakfast and get into the pool? No, the audacity is crazy. Okay, fair point, I wouldn't do that at a Holiday Inn, but this isn't a Holiday Inn. This is like the Wilderness Lodge or whatever the fuck. Also, the day that Disney starts giving away things for free, I'll ride the Tower of Terror and keep my eyes open during the part before the big drops, because that is highly unlikely. People need to look at this not as a money issue, it's a safety issue. There should not be random people who have no business being at the resorts having free range to just walk around. Period. No, I think it is a money issue. This new policy means that people can't avoid paying for parking since Disney Springs parking is free. That's why there's still free resort transportation to Disney hotels from all 4 Disney World theme parks, which do charge for parking. $35 fucking dollars, might I add. This pisses me off. People should be able to enjoy transportation even if they don't stay at a resort. I say this as someone who has spent thousands and thousands of dollars on various resorts. Everyone should be able to experience the magic. The resorts make a ton of money off their dining and shops. This is just going to make those things more expensive because not as many people will do that. This was a bad move on Disney's part. Would you go to a grocery store and not pay for food because you feel entitled to? Damn, Jen! Oh my god, and I know she was not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
But again, I feel like we are really escalating this metaphor. The resorts make themselves appealing to the general public by having dining and decorations and photo ops that people can go, like, take pictures and enjoy. What about the Gaylord Palms, Jen? Don't they let you go into the Gaylord Palms for free? This seems like a rather divisive issue, so I'm really interested to see what y'all think about this. Please let me know. I'll just say that personally, in my opinion, I don't see a problem with people going to the Disney resorts from Disney Springs for free. I'll admit, I have done some resort hopping in my day. It's kind of fun. And you know, it's a more affordable option for families that maybe can't afford the big extravagant Disney trip. And it still allows them to have some of that immersive magic and be in the environment. But I don't think that Disney is doing this for a safety reason. I 100% think it's for a money reason, but Please let me know what you think. As I've said, Jen is a woman of many opinions. We've got another post of hers talking about Southwest Airlines.
Okay, Southwest Airlines, the loyalty ends here. You were the only airline that we flew because of your free drink coupons, your no fee for checked bags. But guess what? Now I'm going to fly United. I'm going to fly American. I'm going to fly Delta. No, not Spirit, because they're just not very good. But yeah, the loyalty ends here. You're going to charge me for bags like everybody else. And you already took away our drink coupon, so we can't drink for free on the flight. So yep, all done. Thanks. Bye.
Damn. RIP Southwest. So she posts that, but then this past February, her opinion changes again.
It's February 25th, and I want to give a hats off to Southwest. Great job. A+. Got an extra legroom seat. It's roomy, it's comfortable, and I get a special snack. Keep up the great work.
Jen, I'm getting whiplash. I don't know whose side I'm supposed to be on here, but at least I know where you stand on the whole P. Diddy situation.
The verdict was such bullshit. I can't believe how a jury found him not guilty on 3 of the 5 charges.
I didn't think that was something that I would be learning about you, Jen, but you know what? You're based as fuck for that. Now, I mentioned that it's Jen and Joe on the go. Joe is usually on their YouTube channel. He's not really on their TikTok, but there is another character on their TikTok that really threw me for a fucking loop.
Hi everyone. Now that I have a couple of videos out there on the TikTok, I thought it was time to introduce myself. Hi everyone, I'm Len, the alter ego of Jen from Jen and Joe on the go.
Len? Are you telling me that Vocaloid Kagomine Len from the famous Banana song is Jen from Jen and Joe on the go? This is too much for my brain to handle. Like, I don't know if I can do this. I need to go somewhere to reflect on this. But where? I think the Gaylord Palms in Kissimmee, Florida is the best resort in all of Central Florida. I'm not kidding. Anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a pretty short one, but I had fun with it, you know. Please don't send this woman hate, by the way. She does not deserve that. She has gotten some hate on her videos before, and I really think it's unwarranted. I've read a lot of it, and it's some shit we should not be saying to people, so don't do that. But show her some love, you know, give her a like, give her a subscribe, and if you liked this video, give me a like and me a subscribe if you feel like it, if you want. I post every Monday, so if you have a video idea, then fill out the form. I've got a form in my description and I'll give you credit if you want. That's all I got for you this one. Bye!